I have the Eachine Mobula FW650 V-tail wing out here again. I've got a 3S LiPo in it. I have made an adjustment on the linkage. I moved the linkage on the servo arm from the second from the top hole to the third, which allowed me to increase my dual rate a little bit and cut the control surface movement down from 6 millimeters to 5 millimeters, aileron and elevator. And that also allowed me to get a little more swing on the servo, so that should soften up the controls a bit. Alright, so we're going to try a different launch technique this time. I'm going to try a powered off launch with it, and then try to get in the throttle if I don't forget the arm of my motor here. We'll see how that works out. Let me see, my wind is coming from this direction, so alright, so let's see if this launch will get it in the air. Are we ready? Oh, well, that was a lot better, wasn't it? I've got about 4 to 5 mile per hour wind out here this morning. Man, I can't believe how much power that has on a 3S. That is awesome. Yeah, the controls definitely feel smoother with that adjustment. Whee! Don't hit the scrub. Fantastic looking wing, handles great. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the controls better with 5 millimeters of movement up and down, and having a greater swing on those servos. Tons of power on a 3S 3S LiPo. I think I've almost got it where I want it on 3S, and I'll have to test the same thing on 4S to see how the controls feel. That is awesome, guys. There's no shortage of power on 3S. That is for sure. Look at that. On 3S. Man. Somebody asked me about orientation on this. I tell you what, that is very close to unlimited vertical there. Somebody was asking me about orientation on this and how difficult it is to see the orientation. It's not bad as long as you have blue skies. But, you know, since it's white and it's got black markings on it, the decals are fairly small. You do have a black canopy on it. and the underside is just all white. But as long as you're not flying in cloudy skies, it's not bad at all for orientation. Keep it out of the sun. You know, don't get the sun behind it where it looks like a silhouette. Of course, that's true with any aircraft. No matter what kind of color it has on it, you get the sun behind it, it's going to look like a silhouette. But no, this isn't bad. This isn't bad at all for being able to tell the orientation on it.
Beautiful flying.
Yeah, I'm finally getting this one tuned out. It has been a bear to launch.
Does the barometric pressure have a lot to do with it?
It does, especially, you know, the altitude. You don't get the air is thinner, so you don't get as much lift and you don't get as much power from any of these aircraft, you know, that you would closer to sea level. Okay, we're going to have to circuit here a bit because we got company walking down the road. But yeah, no, the orientation is fine. Now I like close proximity flying, so you know the farthest I'm getting away from myself is probably 150, maybe sometimes 200 meters. You know, the bigger the aircraft, the farther you can fly it away, line of sight, and still tell the orientation on it. But a wing this small, because I think it's 25.5 inches. I think it comes out to 25.5 inches, 650 millimeters. It's not a real big wing. So, yeah, I'd say the safest bet is probably not to fly it more than about 150 meters away and be able to tell orientation on it. But okay, so our timer expired a while ago. Let's make one more circuit so I can check the other direction. He's clear now. Okay, we're clear that direction. So let's bring it back around, see if we can land it. And then we'll check voltages. I don't know how long I've had it in the air. It's got to be about 6 minutes though, huh? Oh man, it hits that hard peck. It wants to take off again. Alright, no harm, no foul. Let's see if we got dirt and sand in the motor again. It seems like, hey, I got lucky that time. It seems like every time I land out here I get dirt and sand in this motor. That's the one thing I don't like about the open bottom motors, is it makes it a lot easier to get dirt and sand in them out here. And believe me, there's nothing but dirt and sand out here. So anyway, I like the way it felt. I like the controls on 3S. I think that that new launch technique I'm using, I think is going to work out very well. I just give it a hard chuck, just straight out to get it gliding. You know, make sure I arm my motor before I launch it, and then get on the throttle before it loses any steam. And that took off nice and sweet. So that was on 3S. It should have a little more momentum, you know, 15 more grams on the 4S I'm using, should have a little more momentum. So I think it should glide just as well on launch. So, but, alright, so let's see if we can put a 4S in it now and see how it feels with the adjustments that I made. See you in a minute. Okay, I have a 4S in it. I'm going to try this same launch technique. I put 3 battery packs through it, 3S battery packs through it before I started filming. So this will be my 5th launch. So far I've had 4 launches that way without a failed launch. So far that seems to be working out much better than trying the wingtip with the power on, you know what I'm saying? Just got to remember to arm the motor before I launch it. Alright, are we ready? Make sure nobody's coming into the wind. Here we go. That was a little closer. I'm 5 for 5. Alright, so let's see how the controls feel now. on 4S. Ballistic missile, come back down. Yeah, that doesn't feel too bad. You know, of course I'm not flying with a lot of speed right now. Now we got some speed. Yeah, that doesn't feel too bad, guys. Not bad at all. That is awesome on 4S. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that setup. Alright, let's come through here and do a speed run and see if it noses up or noses down on me. Now that I got it trimmed out. Ready? We got a little bit of a nose down there. I had to kick the elevator up. I think what I'm going to do, I like the adjustments that I made. 5 millimeters of movement on 3S and 4S. Feel pretty good. 5 millimeters worth of movement on the control surfaces for the aileron on the elevator. 60% expo on both. It feels really smooth. It doesn't feel twitchy on 3S and 4S. But I think I'm gonna put some 1 millimeter washers underneath the motor mount and take a little bit of that angle out just to see. When I was doing the review flights the other day, I was just kind of concentrating on the wing more during those speed runs, keeping an eye on the wing, keeping an eye on the ground, and because it was scary fast. And so now I can see that it's dipping down a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of that motor angle out. I like the linkage setup that I have now. Wow, that is a fast roll rate with some speed. And that was not quite a full stick deflection on that roll, but close to a full stick deflection. Let's try a slower one here. Yeah, that's good. I always like having some in reserve, you know, just in case, especially on launch. Let's check it the other way. Yeah, nice. I can live with that. And it's a very fast roll if you want a very fast roll. I'm giving about I don't know, maybe about 75% of the stick deflection there with less speed to get that roll rate. Unlimited vertical. Holy cow. That can accelerate vertically. That is so awesome. Absolutely awesome. Like I said, guys, it's on sale right now and on our Facebook page and in the show notes of the video. I think I'll put a pinned comment that has the coupon code and a link directly to it. But I think this is only good until December 31st for this deal, and I'm sure it's only while supplies last. So if you're interested in this, and I don't know why you wouldn't be, but if you're interested in this, take advantage of it. before the end of the year, okay? By the time I get this video posted, it'll probably only be a couple days left. Okay, let's check traffic that direction. That's good. Alright, so let's bring it back through here and see if we can land it. I'm kind of landing downwind here. I got a little bit of a crosswind, but it's more downwind from the crosswind because I don't want to put that sun at my back. Let's see. I don't know why, but it's harder to get lined up here. Oh, man. I just haven't got that flare down on the end with this little wing. I stall it almost every time. If I had some grass to land on, I'd come in with some speed and not worry about it. But anyway, this is one durable little wing. And hey, now I got some sand in there to clear out. I thought I got lucky. Awesome flying wing. I like my setup now on my linkage for 3S and 4S flight. I like that 5mm movement up and down with the linkage where it is now. And I'm going to try to take a little bit of angle out of the motor and test that out next time I come out. I think that will improve it if I take just a little bit of that angle out and then come back out and test it again. And once my setup is golden, I'll publish my setup file and my OpenTX model file. And I think most people are probably going to want to fly this on 3S. So I'm going to create 2 model files to keep the model files nice and clean and simple, instead of making one with a flight mode for one for 3S and one for 4S. So I'll make two different setup file, one setup file. One setup works for 3S and 4S. I like this setup for 3S and 4S, but I'll create 2 different model files, one with a 3S setup, one with a 4S setup. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.